Hey, so I wanted to make a video talking about the history of stuffed animals, which we know very little about actually. It's kind of incredible. Much like onion rings, no one seems to know a lot about stuffed animals. There's only a couple pages worth of information realistically. This isn't some topic that we just have tons and tons of information on. We're talking about a children's toy here. So the first stuffed animal was an elephant made by the Steiff company, which was a German company. It was made in 1880. This is kind of messed up, but apparently this elephant was used as a pincushion, so you're supposed to stab needles into it like it's some kind of voodoo doll or something. Like you're making some kind of elephant pinhead or something. I don't know, it seems kind of screwed up to me. Look how happy he is though.
That's because he doesn't see the giant needle coming for him.
So apparently this elephant kind of evolved from being a pincushion into being a toy for children because children started playing with them, and that's really all there is to it. You know, kids saw it and they liked it, and so they went, yeah, let's play with it. After the sweet little elephant, we have something called the Ithaca kitty, which is the ugliest thing I ever did see. This is something that deserves the spikes, quite frankly. I'm sorry, but it's just so ugly. It doesn't even have defined legs or anything. It's practically a pillow just filled with cotton or something. But in 1892 in the US, this was a hit. This is kind of interesting. They just sold the pattern, and then it sounds like people made the kitty themselves, which is why it's not that complicated or anything. So I can imagine kids receiving something like this as a gift from grandma. Just like, here's this ugly freaking cat. Hope you enjoy. So the stuffed animal was starting to blow up a little bit, but it really didn't take off until the teddy bear became a thing. So according to my immensely trustworthy sources, the teddy bear was created in 2 different places at the exact same time. But according to the books, in 1902 in Germany, Richard Steiff, was the one who made the elephant with the spikes in it, he created one bear, and in the US, Morris Mitchum created one as well. Morris Mitchum's bear was due to the fact that Teddy Roosevelt was unwilling to shoot a black bear after it had been pre-wrangled for him because he deemed it unsportsmanlike. People made fun of it, and so someone just made a teddy bear in his honor. Alright, so we're gonna play a little game. Since the teddy bear was invented in 2 different places at the same time, allegedly, we're gonna have a nice little game called Which Bear is Which? One of these is the American bear, and the other is a prototype of the German bear, but which bear is which? Study them closely. Do you think the left one is the German? How about the right one? Is the left one American? Or is the right one? What about the one in the middle? The secret invisible bear that you can't see? And we're out of time. So the German bear is the one that's phasing through time like it's in Call of Duty Zombies, going through a teleporter or something. The American bear is the one next to the thing that says American presidents in miniature, by the way. So if you notice that, good job. Also, as you can see, he's very sad because, and here's where you insert some kind of commentary on the current state of the country according to your political beliefs. So in 1903, Peter Rabbit became the first fictional character to get a stuffed animal based off of him, which is pretty cool, right? So after Peter Rabbit, Goku got one. I mean, not immediately after, but if my understanding of linear time is correct, Goku did indeed come out in stuffed animal form after Peter Rabbit. So from this point on, stuffed animals just kind of became a part of normal human life. During the Great Depression, sock monkeys became a thing, and these are things that really deserve the needles. People would buy them or make their own since, you know, it was the Great Depression, and so they had to like make a sock monkey and then go eat tires for dinner or something like that. And given the name sock monkey, it should come as no surprise that these were literally made of people's nasty old socks, since the new sock was approximately 40% of a family's annual income, and that's a fact. So after World War II, when soldiers came home and started making babies as part of the baby boom, the market for stuffed animals grew a ton since they had to have some way to occupy their children, because what are they going to do, play with their kids? I think not. So much like our friend the onion ring, there's shockingly little that we know about the history of stuffed animals. This is more or less where it ends. If you look at them now, they're everywhere. Everyone has their own little stuffed animals and sleeps with them and everything. So how did we go from stuffed cats to something much higher quality and much nicer? I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where people just wanted higher quality products, and they probably wanted something that would last and not disintegrate immediately. I wonder if the reason why there's so little on the history of stuffed animals is just because if you know the first thing about capitalism and how supply and demand works, you can kind of fill in the blanks. People, they got their rabbits and their bears, and then they were like, all right, I have a Peter Rabbit. Well, I want a Peter Parker. And then people made a Spider-Man doll, I guess, and that's basically the way it probably went. So anyway, that's the stuffed history of stuffed animals. So remember to give your stuffed creatures a kiss on the head goodnight. If you don't want to, put them up to the screen and I'll kiss them. Also, put your lips up to the screen. I can taste your cherry chapstick. Very cool. All right, good night.